Yesterday, I made a decision that I was going to throw this pod away. This one here. I saw no growth. I saw no life. It had died. So I'm like, what's the point? Even my mom was like, throw it away, Trisha. Throw it away. Go ahead and just start over. But can I share with you this morning? Can I share with you this morning the message? Do not bury it yet. I was so surprised when I came out here this morning and I saw that little piece of green, and it also looks like there's another part hiding back there. Yep, green. I was about to throw this away. The message is, do not bury it. Do not bury them yet. Let's go to the word. First of all, there were times in the Bible that we know that people were raised from the dead. There were situations where people lacked faith. And so in John 11, where Lazarus passes away and the sisters are like, well, Jesus, if you were here, my brother wouldn't have died. We know how that ends. He did not have to be buried. He did not have to be wrapped in the tomb forever because Christ rose him or lifted him from the dead, right? Then we have the story over in Mark 5, where the little girl passes away. And when Christ comes to try to raise her, people laughed at him. But what happened? He said, Talitha cum, little girl, I say to you, get up. She rose again after they thought they had to plan a funeral for her, right? Do not bury them yet. Do not bury it yet. But here's a story that I want to read all the way through of a woman who did not plan the funeral yet. She did not say, oh, my son is not breathing. My son has died. I am about to just give up. Let's plan the funeral. Let's pick his outfit or, the Jewish custom of how they buried their dead. She did not give up. She instead went to the man of God. Let's read. This is 2 Kings chapter 4, starting at verse 18. When the child was grown, the day came that he went out to his father to the reapers. He said to his father, my head, my head. And he said to his servant, carry him to his mother. When he had taken him and brought him to his mother, he sat on her lap until noon and then died. Now, of course, most times it's like, okay, here we go. They're gone. All hope is gone. There's nothing else we can do. But verse 21, let's see what she does. She went up and laid him on the bed of the man of God and shut the door. Not, hey, honey, this just happened. Da, da, da. She shut the door behind him and went out. Then she called to her husband and said, please send me one of the servants and one of the donkeys that I may run to the man of God and return. He said, why will you go to him today? It is neither new moon nor Sabbath. And she said, it will be well. Then she saddled a donkey and said to her servant, drive and go forward. Do not slow down the pace for me unless do not slow down the pace for me unless I tell you. I'm excited, y'all. Okay. Whew. So she went and came to the man of God to Mount Carmel. When the man of God saw her at a distance, he said to Gehazi, his servant, behold, there is the Shunammite. Please run now to meet her and say to her, is it well with you? Is it well with your husband? Is it well with the child? And she answered, "It is well." Again, we have another example. She's not saying, "Oh my gosh, my son is gone. I got to bury him. All is lost." She said, "It is well." She spoke after the death and said, "It is well." She knew. I feel like she knew. She knew. Do you know? Do you know that what you see before you as dead, that it is still well? Has the Most High told you that it is well? Is there an inkling in your spirit that is reminding you to believe that it is well? Let's continue. 27. When she came to the man of God to the hill, she caught hold of his feet. She caught hold of his feet, and Gehazi came near to push her away. But the man of God said, "Let her alone, for her soul is troubled within her." Do not let anybody push you out the way. Do not let anybody tell you that you're crazy. Do not let anybody get in your way of getting your answer, of getting your rebirth, of bringing that thing back to life. Do not bury it yet. And the Lord has hidden it from me and has not told me. Then she said, "Did I ask for a son from my Lord? Did I not say, 'Do not deceive me'?" Then he said to Gehazi, "Gird up your loins and take my staff in your hand and go your way. If you meet any man, do not salute him. And if anyone salutes you, do not answer him. And lay my staff on the lad's face." 29. Lay my staff on the lad's face. It appears that Elijah expected the Lord to restore the boy's life when the staff was placed on him. So they're talking about the son, okay? Just for study context. And lay my staff on the lad's face. The mother of the lad said, "As the Lord lives, and as you yourself live, I will not leave you." And he arose and followed her. Then Gehazi passed on before them and laid the staff on the lad's face. But there was no sound or response, right? So it looks dead. It looks like there is no hope. It looks like it will never breathe again, right? So he returned to meet him and told him, "The lad has not awakened." When Elisha came into the house, behold, the lad was dead and laid on the bed. So he entered and shut the door behind them and prayed to the Lord. Are we praying? Have we prayed? Have we laid hands? Have we believed? Yah, bring it back to life. I am trusting you to bring it back to life. And he went up and lay on the child and put his mouth on his mouth and his eyes on his eyes. And his hands on his hands. And he stretched himself on him, and the flesh of the child became warm. Then he returned and walked in the house once back and forth and went up and stretched himself on him. And the lad stretched himself on him, and the lad sneezed 7 times, and the lad opened his eyes. He called Gehazi and said, "Call this Shunammite." So he called her. And when she came into him, he said, "Take up your son." Then she went in and fell at his feet and bowed herself to the ground. And she took up her son and went out. Do not bury it yet. Do not bury them yet. Trust and believe that there's life still in that thing. There's life still in that thing.